First of all, what made you come to Jewell? When you made the decision to come, what were the overriding factors?
I think the small community, definitely. I visited one other school. Well, I visited two other schools, Southwest Baptist and Missouri State. And when I went to those schools, it was like I was a number amongst like billions of other students, and they didn't really like care about you. And then I came to Jewell, and I really did not want to come to Jewell because it's so close to home. Like, I literally live 15 minutes away. And I was just like, I don't want to be here. I don't want parents always coming up here and wanting me home every weekend. But I knew once I stepped onto campus, I knew this was where I needed to be. Like, I knew this was like my perfect fit. I loved the people, and the professors sounded great, and the class sizes were small, and I was just like, oh my gosh. But I didn't want to let my parents know because I really didn't want to come to this school. But in the end, I had to decide because I couldn't imagine being at a school where I felt like I was alone and nobody cared about what I was doing. But I think it's really nice that I'm close to home because I don't think I could deal with being 3 hours away.
Do your parents come and visit you every weekend
No,
like you
they
feared?
don't.
How about with the track season here? Do you have a chance to do anything on weekends besides go to meets?
Not really. I usually go home Sunday mornings at like 2 a.m. and I'll just like go in and sleep and then like be up for church the next Sunday, or for the next day. But I just end up going right back to school after because I work at the pool and at 4, so I'll be like, I get out of church, eat, and then I come up here. So it's basically like...
You sound like most Jewell students. You're very busy with school
Yes.
and athletics and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I'm taking a really heavy load this semester, and I don't think that was a smart idea, but...
What's a day typically like for you?
Well, class usually starts... Monday, Wednesday, Friday, class usually starts at 9, but I have weights in the morning, Monday, Wednesdays, at 8, so I'll get up, try to have my quiet time, then try to eat, and then go to weights, and then go to class, and then I'll have I'm a Cardinal Blazer, so now I have from 10:15 to 11:15 I'll be giving tours, and then I have my 11:15, and then after that hopefully get some lunch to go to my 12:30, and after that I'll have a break if I'm not practicing during 1:30 to 4 or 3, and at 3 I go to concert choir, and then at 4 I'm finally done if I didn't already practice, and I'll go to practice, and then whatever activity is going on. I just got done doing the opera, so we had a rehearsal like 3 hours every night, and it was so stressful because I didn't have time to sleep or do homework. And that was crazy. But my Tuesdays are pretty much the same. I'll wake up at 7 for practice in the morning because my day ends at like 5 that day, getting out of chapel choir. So I'm just running around all day, every day.
Well, I can kind of get the feeling why you're a sprinter, because you must have to sprint from activity to activity.
I feel like I'm always running. Like, I feel like literally I'm running in between classes, running to eat, running to get to class after I'm done eating, running to practice. Like, I ran down here.
When it comes to track, what's your favorite event?
The 200. It's my favorite event. It's not the 100 where you have to all out sprint and just have to focus on that, but it's not the 400 where you have to worry about getting too tired and like dying. I'd like the 400 if I was good at it, but I mean, I'm kind of good at it, but it's just too long.
Aren't you on the 400 relay team, or weren't you last year?
Yeah, the 4x4. But this season everybody's hurt, so we don't really have a 4x4. I don't think we're running it this weekend either. Okay. But usually I'm on it, yeah.
This weekend, you're home for track.
Yes.
That's a little unusual in the track season. You don't get to be home very often. What does that mean to you?
It means that I get to sleep Saturday night in my bed. And my friends can come see me run, and my parents can come, and it's nice. And I don't have to worry about being like up early in the morning because I'm here, so I can just get out of bed before my race, go down there, do it. And I have volunteers, so I don't have to work the track meet, and that's nice. I really like home meets.
What do you get out of running? I mean, what's the satisfaction for you?
I just really like to compete, and so I like to be first. And so that's all I try to do is be first.
Where did you go to high school?
Lincoln Prep.
And what did you run there in track? Were you one of those people?
The 2 and the 4, and the 300 hurdles.
And the 300 hurdles?
Yeah. And so that's why I'm doing the 400 hurdles this weekend.
Ah, scary?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't done it at all this season, and I just feel like I'm not in shape for it, and I don't want to die, but I'm pretty sure I will.
You mentioned so many things when you were going through your class schedule. I'm trying to guess what your major is. What are you majoring in?
Music. I'm a music performance major, but I have a communication minor, and I just picked up nonprofit as a minor as well. So
When all this comes out of the blender at the end, what do you want to do with your professional career?
I want to work with inner city teen girls. Yeah, I've for like almost 10 years, a long time. I've been since we've moved to Missouri. I've been going to a camp. I'm wearing this shirt actually.
Okay.
A camp in the Ozarks. It's called Comcedo. It's City Mission Camp in the Ozarks. And basically it's just like a camp for a week for each age group, and they go for like $5 for the whole week, and they just get to have fun and just sleep like in the middle of nowhere. You don't get a phone and there's no TV, so it's basically like you're around like a group of people, and then for the whole week you spend time with them. There's chapel, and it's God-centered. So everything they do, they refer back to God. But they go to the lake and swimming and everything. It's really fun, and I love it. So I started volunteering when I was 13, and I've been volunteering since, and so that's what I want to do.
What's the best part of it? I mean, do you have relationships going back a few years with some kids? Do they return? Or?
Well, usually kids return, but it just depends on their home situation, because they come from really broken homes. So it just, if their parents decide to send them. I mean, a lot of the kids, which is really sad, but a lot of the kids get to come back because their parents are like, oh, a week without these kids, like, yeah, I'll definitely take that. And it's only $5, so they get that chance. But they come and they just find people that love on them, and they love it. I remember going there. I would cry coming back home. Like, my home, like, I'm from a good a Christian home. Mm-hmm. And so coming back home, I was like, yeah, okay, I get to go back home. Of course, to, like, parents that tell you what to do. Who wants that? But I was just like, I can't leave my counselor, and I'm going to miss it so much. And I was just like, so sad.
All right, well, let's go into a couple of other things here while I have you here. You talked about your parents, and you moved, I guess, somewhere in that whole process. Tell me about your family and where you moved from.
Well, we're originally from Haiti, and then in '99 we moved to Florida. It was supposed to be vacation, and I'm still here. But from Florida, my dad got a job, because he's a minister. He got a job to be a pastor at a church in Missouri, in Kansas City, First Haitian Baptist Church. And so then we made the move up here, and we've been here ever since. And he started his own church since then.
Okay. Best part about being a Jewell for you?
Just the experience, I guess. Just everything about Jewell. I just love it here. It's crazy, because when I first came, I was just like, it was kind of a culture shock, because coming from Lincoln Prep, there's like not much diversity. And then, like, I didn't think it was going to be a problem, because I never thought about it. And then I came here and I was like, oh, that's a big change. But other than that, like, I love everything about Jewell. I love the experience and how they just make it so much about you, and they care about where you're going. And then you get to come, like, see alumni come back and tell you all the great things that they've done. And basically it's because of their Jewell journey, and I just love it.